Lee Seung Ho was born on March 14, 1986, in Seoul, South Korea, into a family that would later recognize the immense potential of its youngest member. Growing up, Lee was always drawn to sports, particularly baseball, which captured his heart early on. His father, a former amateur baseball player, noticed his son's natural athleticism and encouraged him to pursue the sport. This early introduction to baseball set the stage for Lee's future success, as he displayed exceptional talent on the diamond from a young age. Lee attended the prestigious Seoul High School, where he quickly gained attention for his arm strength, control, and overall pitching ability. His performances on the high school circuit were impressive enough to secure his position as one of the top young pitchers in South Korea, earning him recognition from scouts all over the country. Lee's potential was undeniable, his fastball touch speeds that made him a standout, and his composure on the mound impressed many observers. After completing his high school education, Lee was selected by the Kia Tigers in the 2004 Korean Baseball Organization (KBO) draft, marking the beginning of his professional career. Early professional career. A promising start. Lee Seung Ho's professional debut came in 2004 when he joined the Kia Tigers, a team with a rich history of success in the KBO. His rookie season marked the beginning of what would become a career defined by resilience, consistency, and excellence. Lee's ability to command the strike zone, paired with his fastball, quickly made him a key player for the Tigers. In his early years, Lee showed flashes of brilliance on the mound. He struggled a bit with consistency, but his natural talent and raw potential were evident. His control and movement on his fastball were impressive, and with time, Lee refined his pitch selection, developing a devastating slider that became one of his signature offerings. His development was steady, and by the 2006 season, Lee had established himself as a regular in the Tigers' starting rotation. By the time Lee entered the 2007 season, he was no longer just a promising rookie. He had become an integral part of the Tigers' pitching staff. His pitching mechanics had improved, and he began to rack up solid performances, posting a respectable earned run average, ERA, and consistently going deep into games. This marked the beginning of Lee Seung Ho's transformation from a talented but raw pitcher into a reliable ace for the Tigers. Peak of career. Becoming a dominant force. The peak of Lee Seung Ho's career came during the late 2000s and early 2010s, a time when he fully realized his potential as one of the most dominant pitchers in the KBO. His fastball, which had once been a promising offering, evolved into a weapon that could overwhelm opposing batters. Lee's slider, now an elite pitch, complemented his fastball perfectly, giving him a devastating 1-2 punch that made him one of the most feared pitchers in the league. 2008-2010, the rise of a star. Lee Seung Ho's rise to stardom was evident during the 2008 season. His pitching became increasingly refined, and his confidence on the mound grew with each start. In 2008, Lee had his breakout season, posting an ERA of 3.14, while striking out 120 batters over 160 innings. His performance helped lead the Kia Tigers to a successful playoff run, and Lee's ability to pitch under pressure began to earn him recognition as one of the top pitchers in the KBO. The following year, in 2009, Lee Seung Ho had arguably his best season to date. He posted a career-best ERA of 2.81, with 150 strikeouts and 200 innings pitched. His dominance was evident in both the regular season and the postseason, where he helped the Kia Tigers reach the KBO Championship Series. His performance in the 2009 postseason solidified his status as one of the league's elite pitchers, and he was named to his first KBO All-Star team that year. Lee's incredible consistency continued into 2010, where he once again posted an ERA below 3.0 and continued to dominate hitters. His control was impeccable, and his ability to handle the pressure of high-stakes games earned him a reputation as one of the league's most reliable postseason performers. By this time, Lee had firmly established himself as the ace of the Kia Tigers rotation and one of the premier pitchers in the KBO. 2011-2013, reaching new heights. The early 2010s marked the height of Lee Seung Ho's career. In 2011, he once again posted stellar numbers, finishing the season with a 3.08 ERA and 160 strikeouts. His dominance on the mound earned him another All-Star selection, and his leadership was crucial in the Tigers' success that season. Lee's pitch selection was near perfect, and his ability to adapt to different game situations made him a key asset to his team. Seung Ho's continued dominance in 2012 and 2013 saw him reach even greater heights in the KBO. He finished the 2012 season with a 2.92 ERA and 175 strikeouts, helping the Kia Tigers reach the postseason once again. His ability to consistently deliver in clutch situations made him the go-to pitcher for the Tigers during their playoff runs, and his leadership on and off the mound became one of the team's defining qualities. By 2013, Lee had cemented himself as one of the top pitchers in KBO history. He had accumulated over 1,300 strikeouts and was consistently ranked among the top pitchers in the league in terms of ERA and innings pitched. Lee's accolades during this period included multiple KBO All-Star selections and several Golden Glove awards for his exceptional fielding as a pitcher. His career continued to thrive as he solidified his place as one of the greatest pitchers of his generation. Main achievements: KBO All-Star selections. Seung Ho was selected to multiple KBO All-Star teams throughout his career, reflecting his status as one of the league's premier pitchers. Golden Glove awards. His defensive capabilities as a pitcher earned him several Golden Glove awards, an acknowledgement of his excellence both on the mound and in the field. KBO Championship. Lee helped lead the Kia Tigers to the KBO Championship in 2009, one of the high points of his career. KBO Career Milestones. Seung Ho reached numerous milestones during his career, including surpassing 1,300 strikeouts and consistently maintaining an ERA under 3.00. Establishing him as one of the league's most consistent and reliable pitchers. Postseason performances. Lee's performances in the postseason were critical to his team's success, earning him a reputation as a clutch pitcher capable of performing in high-pressure games. Later years and retirement. As Seung Ho entered his 30s, his body began to show signs of wear and tear from the years of intense pitching. Despite his age, Lee remained an effective pitcher, but his performances gradually declined due to injuries and the natural aging process. His fastball velocity began to drop, and he found it more difficult to maintain the consistency that had defined his earlier years. Nevertheless, Lee continued to contribute to the Kia Tigers rotation, helping to mentor younger pitchers and offering his invaluable experience to his teammates. In 2017, after a few years of battling injuries, Seung Ho decided to retire from professional baseball. Though his body no longer allowed him to pitch at the level he once had, his legacy in the KBO was secure. Over the course of his career, Lee had become one of the most respected and feared pitchers in the history of South Korean baseball, and his retirement marked the end of an era for the Kia Tigers. Following his retirement, Lee transitioned into a role as a coach and mentor within the Tigers organization. He worked closely with the younger pitchers, imparting the knowledge and skills that had made him a successful professional. Lee's leadership and dedication to the game continued to shape the future of Korean baseball, and his contributions to the Tigers organization ensured that his influence would be felt for years to come. Legacy. Seung Ho's legacy is one of excellence, consistency, and perseverance. He was known for his remarkable pitching ability, his leadership on the mound, and his contributions to the success of the Kia Tigers throughout his career. His dominance in the KBO during the late 2000s and early 2010s cemented his place as one of the league's greatest pitchers, and his career remains an inspiration to young athletes in South Korea and beyond. Today, Seung Ho is remembered as one of the KBO's all-time greats, and his name is synonymous with success in South Korean baseball. His contributions to the sport will never be forgotten, and his legacy lives on through the generations of pitchers he helped mentor and inspire.